We finally have a launch date for PlayStation VR2. It's February 22nd of 2023, next year, only like 4.5 months away. We got price, we got more games, we got a whole bunch of details. On the PlayStation blog this morning, they finally announced PlayStation VR2 is coming in February at a price of $549.99 US. Pre-orders are actually going to open on November 15th. That is only 2 weeks from now. There is, of course, a couple different PlayStation VR2 bundles. The original bundle is just the headset with the controllers, which both require each other to play. $549.99 US. They did say this is including tax for GBP, EU, and Japan markets. This, of course, they say comes with the stereo headphones, although we've seen those in other videos and pictures. Those are really just another set of earbuds like the original PlayStation VR. This price doesn't really shock us, but I gotta say it's actually probably a pretty good price. I pre-ordered my original PSVR. It was $499 back in 2016. So even if you just factor inflation alone, not even the fact that this is a much more powerful headset, much more technologically advanced, $550 is a pretty good deal. Most people got into PSVR when it dropped down to that $400 price point, which of course was what people were hoping for here. But between the eye tracking, foveat rendering, these new controllers with their haptics, I feel like this is a fair price for it. Now there is a Call of the Mountain bundle, $599.99, with some different currencies, of course, up here on the screen as well. Although that only includes a store voucher code for Horizon Call of the Mountain. Unsurprising, it's not a physical edition because a lot of people don't have a physical edition PS5. They've even announced there's a VR2 Sense charging station to charge up your controllers with, which I'm definitely going to be getting on one of those. Now, some of the bad news. Quickly after this, of course, they sent out emails and links to register for a chance to pre-order the PSVR 2. So unlike the original PSVR, this isn't just going to be a walk into GameStop and put in a pre-order, no problem. It looks like due to supply constraints and the continuing issues we've seen there, they are going to be opening this up to a select number of people. It says during this initial launch phase for our next-gen headset players in the US, UK, France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg will initially be able to pre-order them solely through PlayStation's online store site. Pre-orders will begin and players may begin to register for pre-orders starting today, and they will ship throughout the week of launch. Now, of course, if I get a chance, I'm absolutely going to order this thing. The day I'm allowed to pre-order it, I'm going to be getting this, and I'm hoping for a chance to be able to do that, so I'm going to go register with all of my different PlayStation accounts. Now, of course, if you are new to the world of PSVR 2, you do have to have a PS5, which a lot of people still don't, although by the end of holiday this year, there will be probably a lot more of them in the wild. It looks to be one of the most next-gen VR experiences available. The eye tracking will actually use dynamic foveat rendering to give you the best possible image right where your eye is looking when you're gaming. Early tests that we've seen on some other VR channels who got to said it truly feels next-gen. There's haptics in the headset, then advanced haptics in the controllers, the same thing the PS5 DualSense controller has. The adaptive triggers that can change the way everything feels, whether you're pulling a bow, pulling a trigger on a pistol or a rifle, can completely change the way they feel. And in VR, everyone's saying the immersion is intense due to that. There'll be links in the description if you want to try to register to pre-order this thing. If you want to read the entire blog post, we'll have another video coming out with a whole bunch of the new games that have been announced. But a couple of the highlights we see: Switchback VR from Supermassive Games, developer of Until Dawn's Rush of Blood. It almost looks like a spiritual successor to that. Hello Neighbor, a game a lot of you might have seen YouTubers play. There is going to be a Search and Rescue edition coming to PSVR 2. And there's going to be a whole bunch of other games that we'll cover more further in a video showing off all these new games with the launch lineup and everything we're expecting. But at that point, I want to say, what do you think? Do you already have the PS5 and you're going to go pre-order this thing? Are you going to pre-order this thing and hope that you can get a PS5 by then? Or you got a Quest Pro, you're just going to hold off and continue with what you got, or wait and see if they announce maybe this thing will work on PC, like some people are speculating. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to say thank you so much for coming out and being here with me again today. A little VR news for you, keep you posted, and I will see you in another reality.